Hi, I've been expecting you. Please stay. Please stay. Please love me. Okay, fine. Hello everybody, my name is Amanda and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We were in my living room because you know what, I wanted some diversity in my life. And this fan is on and my legs are cold. Does that mean I'm going to turn that fan off? No it doesn't. I had promised you guys a Blue Lake story, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you a Blue Lake story. This first story from Blue Lake is probably the one that sticks out the most and had lasted the longest amount of time. Now, at Blue Lake, we are divided into different groups at our majors. My major was band. So I auditioned and I was put into a symphony band, which is one step lower than the wind ensemble. So basically we're the second to best band. So I'm in this band and I am second to last chair alto saxophone. Thank you, self-esteem. There's the tenor sax players and then there are the bari sax players. I know the first chair bari sax player. He rings a bell. I have seen him last year. I saw him last year. I knew him last year. I was like, hey, I know you from last year. And I also knew the first chair tenor player because I knew her 2 years ago. And I'm like, shoot, oh my gosh, it's my buddy old pals from a long time ago. So I noticed them. I'm like, hi, what's up? And so then it's the next day. And this is the first day that we're taking our minor classes. So I'm waiting for my minor door to open, and there's all these people that are showing up, and I'm realizing that in my minor, I am one of the few females in my minor. My minor is jazz band. There's like me, there's a female trumpet player, a female trombone player, and a female tenor sax player. Other than that, everyone else is of the male gender. So you know what? Fine. I actually have a lot more guy friends in just my school life as well. So it's fine. I might be a dude myself. You never know. You've never seen anything. I'm talking to these people, making small talk. I'm pretty good at small talk after a long time of being forced to communicate with people. So I'm talking with all these people, and then I realize, like, hey, there's the dude from, there's the first chair bari sax player. Let's give him a name. Let's call him Jeff. Hello, Jeff, first chair bari sax player. Comes up to me, he starts talking to me, and I'm like, shoot, puberty hit him like a truck because he is a lot taller now than he was last year. Remember last year he was like tiny little old Jeff, and now this year he was like, Jeff. I was like, shoot. And he starts talking to me, and I'm talking to him, and his minor last year was jazz band. So this was his second year of being in the jazz band minor. This was my first year being in the jazz band minor because every other year my minor was acting, which I love acting. I'm a drama queen, but I love jazz band. I'm talking to him, and I'm also talking to a tenor sax player, not the first chair tenor sax player, but the third chair. This is too hard. I'm talking to another tenor sax player, and he's also in my band, so it was mostly the three of us that would like talk and like walk places. So we would always walk from our minor to our major, because it would go lunch, minor, major, and then rec period, and we would normally be like the group of people that would hang out during rec period. I'd hang out with my section a whole lot during rec period. And if you don't know what rec is, it's recreational time. And this guy, Jeff. Oh boy! Jeff seemed like a pretty nice guy. I mean, like, but he would like talk to like me a whole bunch and hang out with me a whole bunch and be like, I thought, like, there was the thought in the back of my mind was like, do you like me? I'm like, does this guy like me? Does this guy have a crush on me? Like, what are they talking about? Because I think that if you have a crush on someone from Blue Lake, you're either desperate or it's just like you think it's love at first sight. Because in my mind, it takes a while to really like somebody. I don't normally like a person until it's like 4 months. If it's like really good, then I'll like them. Like, I have to be good friends with them first, and then I move into the liking stage. So if someone has a crush on me and they don't even know me, I'm really like, are you okay? So I apologize for my voice. I think it's annoying more than usual. I don't know what happened to me. Jeff and I would like talk a whole bunch, and then one day we had re-auditions, and then we had our chair placements. And if you don't know how chair placements work, first chair is essentially the best player in the section, and last chair is essentially the worst player, or the person who, the worst player. We had re-auditions, and then they're going down the saxophone line and all that kind of stuff, and then I get moved from second to last chair, and I'm like, great. Our director, who's seating everyone, completely skips over the tenor saxophones who are next and goes right to the Barry saxophones. So it's just me, this big gap, and then it's the Barry saxophone. Not really a big gap, it's 3 chairs gap. And then it's the Barry saxophones. And we're seating everyone, and then Jeff looks at me and he's like, rip. Because he can tell, like, I'm kind of sad on my face, where I'm like, shoot, I'm last chair now. Perfect. So Jeff looks at me and he's like, rip. And I'm like, oh, shoot. And then, like, I'm talking to him, and then I'm talking to my stand partner, and I'm talking to him. And then he moves down. And then he moves down to sit next to me, and then I'm talking to my stand partner, and I'm talking to him. We're having, like, a little three-way conversation. And then my stand partner turns to talk to the saxophone player on the other side of her. And then Jeff nudges my arm like this. Like, he does like this. He doesn't even ask for my name or anything. He does this, which is already an issue. I turn my head, and he says, do you have a date for the dance? I'm like, what? He said, the dance. Do you have do you want to go? And I'm like, I'll think about it. Which is stupid, because I know my answer wanted to be no. I knew I didn't want to go to the dance with this guy. 1, it would be super awkward. And 2, because I already have someone back at home. And I didn't want to go to the dance with this guy because I knew it was going to be extremely awkward, and I knew like nothing was... Amanda, why didn't you say no? So then a couple days go by, and I'm like, and it's at the end of our major. No, I think it's actually the next day. And it's our major, and it's the class is dismissed, so everyone's putting their instruments away. And then it's just Jeff right there, and I say, Jeff, and he's like, yeah, I say, about the dance, and he looks like he's going to be like really happy, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but there's already someone like back at home, and I'm like, because I wanted to have like a good reason, except for it'd be really awkward if you went, and I don't like you like that. He was like, oh, okay, and I was like, and from past experience, I know he's not okay. And I'm like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. And I was like, I feel bad. And he said, no, I'm okay. I'm like, okay, whatever you say. And I go. I leave. And I go to my unit, and you know what? I take a shower. So it's a couple days later, and like it's getting closer and it's getting nearer to the dance. And then my stand partner comes in. Now, she is gay. I am talking with her, and like we talk a lot, like we instantly clicked, like that's the great thing about it. And then it hits to breakfast. I'm at breakfast, and we always sit with our cabin in our unit, so I'm sitting with my cabin, but I go up to get in line for food, and then she's right there, and she's like, Amanda, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I look at her and I'm like, I love you, and she's like, I love you too, because that's blue lake relationships right there. I'm sorry if my dog's kind of like annoying you. That's your problem, not mine. She says, she looks up to me and she looks at me, and well, she's a lot shorter than me. She looks up to me and she says, Jeff asked me to dance. And I was like, what? And she said, yeah, he asked me to dance. I said, what did you say? And she said, I said, I think about it. And I said, don't you want to go to the dance with that other girl? She's like, yeah. But then when she's like, I'll think about it, I told her, and I don't know if this is petty or something, but I looked at her and I said, yeah, it's the same thing I said when he asked me to the dance. And she was like, he asked you to the dance? And I said, yeah, he asked me to the dance. She's like, oh, I feel a lot less special now. And I was like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. He asks me to the dance, then he asks her to the dance. And then I'm like, great. Did he ask anyone else to the dance? So then that happens. And a couple days go by, and I see my stand partner at the dance with the girl she wanted to go with. They're hitting it off. They look so cute together. And then I see Jeff alone. And there's a little part of me, inside of me, that feels sorry for him. Hey guys, so the video had cut out and it stopped recording, and I didn't know it had stopped recording. So the rest of the story basically goes that I saw Jeff by himself And I kind of felt sorry for him, and at the same time I was like, you know what, I don't feel sorry for you at all. And I know, like, people can, like, ask other people to dance if they don't have that, but I felt like he felt like a little too desperate for it. And that the fact that he had asked my stand partner, like, literally, like, my best friend at Blue Lake, one of, like, the best people I met there, it was kind of like, So, yeah. You know what, God, man, if you ever end up watching this, you do you. I just thought that was the most interesting thing that happened to me at Blue Lake. So, here's my outro because that recorded. So that is one of the, like, biggest stories that happened at Blue Lake. I have 2 more I'd like to share with you guys. So please stay tuned for a part 2 next Thursday. And yes, I do mean next Thursday, not by next Thursday and I post like 4 Thursdays later. No, next Thursday. And yeah, I will see you guys then. Adios.